Okay. All right. You ready?
Okay, we are in Juneau, Alaska today. Juneau is the capital city of Alaska, if you remember from like elementary school. But yeah, we're in the capital city. We have an excursion to a dog mushers camp, which is probably Trisha's childhood dream. And we might go to Mendenhall Glacier because that seems to be a big deal. My dad thinks the glacier just looks like a pile of snow, but you know, it's probably not. So we'll keep you, informed if we go to the glacier, if we don't. Just depends on if we have time and what else we do. From my research, when you get to Juneau, you can dock over here. And this is essentially, up here is the town of Juneau. But if you dock at this one, then you have to take a bus, and that's where we ended up. So we take this free bus into town. We're getting off the boat. Apparently, we have long lost relatives. Okay, they're not long or lost. Well, it is long. They're like, no, they're like cousins of cousins of a son. Yeah. Anyway, they live in Juneau, Alaska. These guys are just back here complaining that they have to do physical work. And they're gonna get us and bring us to the glacier. Has some interesting information to share with us.
It's from Wikipedia, but we're wondering why Russia would sell Alaska to the US. And apparently, Russia was just finishing the Crimea War where they fought Britain and France. And they didn't want to keep track or want to have to maintain. And they thought they couldn't defend Alaska if it got invaded by the Americans or the British who owned Canada. So they sold it to America. And when America bought it, I think General Seward was the one that led the negotiation, and they called it Seward's Box of Ice. No, they called Alaska Seward's Box because they're like, why did we pay? I think the equivalent is like $150 million for a box of ice. But then Alaska has brought in billions and billions of dollars. Alaska is so rich that there's no income tax, there's no state tax, and every Alaskan gets a stipend every year. Just cause.
You got this all from Wikipedia?
Yeah, kind of. But actually, when I worked in Yakima, there's a lady that lived in Alaska full time. Yeah.
So from some also real life sources too.
Yeah. One real life source.
What? Oh. There it is, a glacier, or what's left on it, they say.
I was here like the last time they were here. Like, they were working.
Sad story. A year ago, the glacier was here. And then 20 years ago, it was here. 50 years ago, literally up to the visitor center. No. We're watching all of, okay, I guess there's sockeye salmon. Just like jumping around the water. Oop. You can see them up there. They're freaking out. They've got so much pent up energy apparently. Ah, a humpback whale. It's flying. You scared, Lance?
Oh, girl, you got it. Now we have a downhill and an uphill. They always pick a
Bye, puppies. Oh.
There's a village site called Flounder at the base of the creek, and the taco people are from the other side, called Where the Sun Rays Touch First.
Quack, quack, roll that shit back. That kind of sums up the day in Juneau. Brief, oh, there's a bald eagle. Literally just, maybe I'll get it in here. There it went. Wow. But we first did Mendenhall Glacier, which is a glacier here, but sadly disappearing a little bit. And it was actually flooding. I guess it floods once a summer for like a day or two, and that was today. So we couldn't walk up to the waterfall, but all was well. We could still see it, and then we saw the salmon jumping out of the water. I guess they're swimming upstream now to breed and lay eggs, and then they will just die. Yeah. And then we went on to the dog mushers camp, and obviously it's not winter, so we did it like on these little carts, but we got to meet puppies, which I didn't get a lot of footage of because honestly it's quite hectic. But we got to like meet the dogs, the puppies, ride on this thing, learn all about the Iditarod and how they still do it, and you know, that was kind of a really neat thing to do here in Juneau. We came back and did, I don't know if you can see it from here, no, but we did this tram up the mountain and back down, which was nice. And then last thing we did was we went to the Red Dog Saloon, which is quite a popular place in Juneau, old-fashioned, you know, and had a duck fart, which was Irish cream, coffee liqueur, Canadian whiskey in a shot. Duck fart. Now we are back on the boat, and you know, we're doing cruise things, so we're going to a show and dinner and, you know, living the cruising life. So there's a lot of stuff to do in Juneau that we didn't even really get a chance,
Right.
like, just get your sleep the night before. I feel like this particular port had a lot to do. It is the capital city, so
The biggest city, so
there's just a lot. You can go to like the Capitol building. There's like the Alaska State Museum. I don't even know if we showed a video, but there's like a tramway that will take you up the mountain, and there's just all kinds of, I thought it was a cool place.
Right, it's pretty cool. Lots of good food, lots of good history about the earthquake. Did you show the video of the tram ride? Of the city tour?
Anchorage, Alaska.
Oh, that's Anchorage. Cool. Wrong place. Okay.
Yeah. He glitched.
I glitched.